confidence. It simplifies joint venture norms and opens up new areas for overseas funds. The updated policy allows foreign firms in existing joint ventures to operate separately in the same business segment. Earlier, they needed prior approval from the Indian partners. Commerce and Industry Minister Anand Sharma said in New Delhi that the companies have now been classified into two categories. First category includes the companies owned or controlled by foreign investors, and the second companies owned by Indian residents. Other steps in the new policy include allowing conversion of non-cash items like import of capital goods and payments of rents. NATO has formally taken over full command and control of military operations against Libya from the United States. A NATO official has said the alliance assumed the leadership yesterday over all combat operations and it has the assets in place to conduct its tasks. The official said the mission includes arms embargo, a no-fly zone, and protecting civilians and civilian-populated areas will be carried out in keeping with the United Nations Security Council's resolution. The Chinese military has said it is working to advance its ties with the defense forces of India, even as it intends to strengthen its already multidimensional relationship with the Pakistani military. In a 41-page white paper outlining the policies and perceptions of the world's largest standing military of 2.3 million personnel, the People's Liberation Army PLA said it intends to work at building trust with its neighboring countries. PLA policy paper said China has strengthened military relations with its neighboring countries. Now to end this bulletin, here are the headlines again. Provisional 2011 census report released. Population totals 1.21 billion. Significant fall in population growth rate for the first time. Prime Minister shows corporate sector that government is committed to creating a corruption-free environment. Government announces revised FDI policy to inspire investor confidence. NATO firmly takes over full command and control of military operations against Libya from the United States. And that is the end of this news bulletin.
This is the General Overseas Service of All India Radio. We now bring you commentary on Mohali Sends Positive Vibes. Script is by Shankar Kumar, journalist.
Road to Islamabad from New Delhi is not easy to move. It is bumpy and rough, but India wants it to be smooth and straight enough to stifle elements hostile to peace in the South Asian region. Invariably, India's stake in having a tension-free relation with Pakistan is larger given the rapid shift taking place in the geopolitical situation in Asia. Keeping this into account, Prime Minister Dr. Manmohan Singh's initiative to engage Pakistan and continue with the dialogue process started since the 2010 Thimphu talks assumes much significance. It should be noted that trust deficit between the two neighbors is a major hurdle in developing smooth ties between them. Given this, India-Pakistan Cricket World Cup semi-final at Mohali proved to be a major occasion which facilitated Dr. Manmohan Singh and his Pakistan counterpart Yusuf Raza Gilani's first talks on the Indian soil. Notably, the Pakistan Prime Minister visited India following an invitation by Dr. Manmohan Singh to see cricket match at Mohali. Though no breakthrough was achieved during the two premiers meeting, which actually took place on the sidelines of the high-octane semi-final match, still the spirit that it generated has a high diplomatic value. In fact, it would act as a catalyst in strengthening dialogue process which witnessed diplomatic fluctuations since the 2008 November terrorist attacks on Mumbai.